I'm walking down a busy street, a busy sidewalk. Dude comes by me. I don't know what he's gonna do. Do I have the right to just stab him?
But that's not a good scenario.
Okay. I get into a fight with dude A.
You're about to be, let's say you in jail.
Okay.
You in a cell. You finna be, say room this big.
Okay.
Okay. You about to, you defending yourself. Mm-hmm. You don't know what this man finna come in here and do. You know he got a roommate. Mm-hmm. You know all y'all in jail. You fighting for your life. You do what you. He goes in this scenario. Mm-hmm. You do what you gotta do to try to get out of it. Okay. He come in. What's your first instinct? You're not thinking about anything.
If I've got a gun, a knife in my hand,
it's off impulse.
But in jail, you're in jail. You have the freedom to run out, to push him out. Hell, there was a phone in the room.
Off impulse.
You know what I'm saying? There was a phone in the room.
Impulse. Okay. It's all impulse.
All right. But impulse is tough. Impulse is not, I mean, it's something that you've done before. We've already established that you're not a violent person. I could understand if you had been through 8 million fights, you've done this, you've trained, whatever it is.
I want to start somewhere, though. I do want to start somewhere. You said that you text them before you went back, right?
I said,
just to make sure that we have a credibility, that we're building up some type of credibility here. We're going to go check that out real quick. I'm going to be right back. Because right now, there's some details missing, and I just want to make sure we're going down the right road, okay? I am going to see that text message there, right? Okay.
This break in the interview may have happened because the interrogation had hit a wall. Emerita was sticking to her story and refusing to admit any malicious intent. But that didn't mean she was off the hook. Because soon, investigators discovered evidence that painted a much, much different picture than what Emerita claimed. While searching Emerita's belongings, they found a stolen credit card, one that belonged to Zackery. This flips the narrative completely on Emerita, as instead of her vision of self-defense, it now looks like a robbery gone wrong. And by the time detectives return, they are finally ready to begin putting all the puzzle pieces together.
Is there anything else you want to tell us further about what happened in that room? Any other details? It's just some stuff we need to understand. So this just happened, right? Something traumatic, something that you weren't expecting, correct? Why you take the lamp? Why take the gun? Have enough time to put it up the bag? Why?
I'm gonna lose.
That's what you're thinking.
I'm gonna lose.
You're trying to clean up? Trying to get yourself out of there as much as you can?
And then, even if you're trying to do that,
I'm in the system. So my fingerprints everywhere. I don't have time for that. I grab that, and I do.
And even if you're trying to do that, now another guy, second guy comes up, with pretty much an innocent guy.
It wasn't a thing. If you just look at, none of that makes sense. Yeah. None of that makes sense. It wasn't no thought about that. It was all in reaction. Everything was in reaction. It wasn't like I'm finna sit, I'm finna contemplate, I'm contemplating this. Or it would have been cleaner then. It would have been my car wouldn't have been running. It wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have turned around. I would have left earlier than that. I would have left. You know what I mean?
No, I believe that.
You know what I mean?
I believe that.
It wasn't.
I believe that. Did you take anything else?
No.
Did you take their IDs, credit cards?
No, I didn't take their ID.
You didn't take no letter? You didn't take no wallets from them, nothing?
No, I didn't take no wallet.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
So none of their property would be in that car?
In your car?
Zach sat in the car.
Because that's her car. That's Brittany's car.
Yeah, that's Brittany's car.
You said Zach sat in the car? Why? When?
Earlier.
How come?
Because we had walked out. If you see, he also texts me I'm hungry. He texts me I'm hungry. That's before I pulled up. So I walked in. Before that, I told you it was a vibe. It was a cool vibe. I know none of this ain't making sense. So if you want to, we can start over.
Let's start over.
Yeah, let's start over.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. What's going on? Let's.
If you look through the text messages, before I even get there, he sent me a text what room number he was in. I'm supposed to just go hang out. Okay. He texted me I'm hungry. So initially, before I walk in, we supposed to go get something to eat. So he sat in the car. Mm-hmm. But we didn't. We didn't leave. We just sat there and we talked for a minute. We went back inside. I hadn't even taken my beer in there yet. Then I took my beer in there.
What changed?
I don't know.
Because just talking in the car?
I was just talking in the car.
I'm hungry right now. We're talking. It ain't going
No,
away.
he
You
texted
know what I'm saying?
He texted me I'm hungry.
Okay.
And I said, man, you still want to get something to eat?